The Anbernic RG35XXH is one of the latest offering of Anbernic at the budget mark. Find out my first impressions here. For the box itself, it has some gold linings around the console here, but nothing else around except the color of the device that I picked. I would like to preface this one as this is only an unboxing and impressions video. Take everything here with a grain of salt. Taking the contents out of the box, you have the device, a manual, and a screen protector. This screen protector is a nice touch. Taking it out of the plastic, and you have a nice looking device here. Anbernic is known for having a better quality retro handheld, and it shows here. It has heft and a nice premium feel even at a budget. Here at the front, we have the face buttons, start, select, 2 analog sticks, and plus points for having the D-pad at the top. Retro games typically focus on the D-pad, so this is the correct layout. Going up, down, left, or right on Bomberman yields no unwanted diagonals, which is a good thing. At the side, you have the volume rocker. At the top, you have the inline shoulder buttons, a headphone jack, an OTG, HDMI, DC port, and a function button. The other side houses the power and reset key. At the back, we have the logo and some battery specs, and the bottom we have 2 micro SD cards. The one I bought came with 1 SD card. Checking it out, it is a generic 64 gig which you may need to replace sooner rather than later. I hope it has some games already, unlike the RG353V. Turning the device on, this is surprisingly a much cleaner look than the Miyoo Mini Plus's stock OS. You still have a game and a RetroArch, but you don't get pre-installed foreign language apps. And to my surprise, there are already a lot of games installed here already. Playing through a PS1 game, Crash Team Racing, it is relatively smooth. Though something to notice may be the inline shoulder buttons. I have over 20 years of playing in stacked shoulder buttons, so it may take some time to get used to this new layout. Going into PSP, let's play Tekken and God of War Chains of Olympus. For the games below, we will stick to the stock configuration, which is at frame skip enabled at 1 and resolution at 1x. Another thing I noticed, the diagonals here seem to be hard to pull off. I can't 100% do a charged power punch or somersault kick with martial law. Apart from that, it does run pretty well, albeit some jankiness here and there. Where I was pleasantly surprised is with God of War. It was running, and it was running better than the Paukidi X55. The FPS may be all over the place, but it is running at 98 to 100%. I mean, I won't play this personally, but it was nice to see it running and not in a totally unplayable state. I think that's enough for now. Let's wrap up these initial impressions. The Anbernic RG35XXH retails for about 4,200 pesos or about $80. I got this one on February 2 sale, so I got about 500 pesos off, which is about $9. Ultimately, I got this for 3,500, and comparing that with other choices, initial impressions are looking great. Even with no discounts at 4,200 pesos, this is a better out-of-the-box experience than the RG353V, which is at 4,900 pesos. Once you unpack the device, you can immediately start to play with it. That is amazing, and that should be the bare minimum with these retro handhelds, especially as some looking to buy this will not be tech-savvy enough to add their own ROMs. Performance-wise, I still need to do some more testing, so I want to hold off any recommendations until my full review. Let's do a very quick initial likes and dislikes. As this is Anbernic, the build quality is great. This is a much better built device than the Paukidi X55, and thanks to the orientation, a much more ergonomic form factor over the Miyoo Mini Plus or the RG353V. The placement of the buttons where the D-pad is at the top is a better choice as this is a retro handheld, and we use the D-pad more than the analog stick. The next would be the out-of-the-box experience, which you can play as soon as you open the device. For the cons, the D-pad may be a bit too stiff on the first try. Diagonals may seem a bit hard to pull off. The inline shoulder buttons may need some time getting used to. Last one with the software. Overall, it doesn't seem to be that bad, to be honest. But when you are exiting a game, why does the Anbernic logo keep popping up? This is kind of annoying. Also, there seems to be a few missing software here and there, like retro achievements and image scraper. It may be here, but scrolling around, I can't seem to find it right now. Though other than that, nothing else for now. I will play with this one more and will give a review in a week or two. So stay tuned and subscribe for that one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Consider liking and subscribing if this has been helpful. For now, happy gaming, and I'll see you soon.